Hello. Good evening. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera. Is that better? Are you working? Tell me you're going to work. Oh, yay. Oh, wait, I haven't got a camera. Oh. Bear with me a second. I just need to get a camera. That's the one thing I forgot. Every week I forget to set something up. Is that working? It's kind of working. Hello there. I need to put this over here. Excuse me while I just get my bearings. Let's put that there. I think that will do. That's the door. Maybe like that. I've got wobbly hands. Come on. There, lock. You know you want to. There you go. I think that will do. Does that look alright? Yay. Oh, hello Mark. How are you doing? Oh, and thank you very much for the follow. You followed before I even started. Hello. How are you doing? Oh wow, there's a few people on tonight. Well, welcome everyone to Sunday night stream. And I did actually, if you saw the tweet that I put out, just before it started, I did actually say there's gonna be like fireworks and psychedelic lighting tonight. So if you are like a bit sensitive to like flashing lights and fireworks, maybe I don't know if it's too much for you to like avert your gaze or like watch from behind the sofa, like when I used to watch like old episodes of Doctor Who and it was too scary and just like have to watch the TV from behind the sofa. But if you're fine with it, then it's fine. You find me in a world, I think it's actually called what's it called now? Something like Phantom Forest. Where am I? I've just got here. Yes. It's called Phantom Forest. And it's kind of just like it's what it is. It's a really good like fireworks world. It just like runs by itself all the time. And then it's got these trees made out of spirally lights. I thought it was just like marvellous. And of course, it's got like a mirrored floor so that everything that happens above you is reflected in the floor too. So it's a bit like a giant we just kicked my chair. It's just a bit like a giant kaleidoscope. I think that's what drew me to it. It's kind of like, I hope it's like not looking choppy. It's like it eats frames for breakfast. But it looks lovely when I'm not streaming. But there's some like places where you can like hang out. I mean, there's like a couple of park benches. There's just like one here with some pens to like draw and what have you. And there's a giant mirror that's like turned on by default. I might actually turn it off, see if it like makes it go faster, have like better frames. I don't really need the mirror. Is that the mirror? Does that turn it off? Is that any better? Oh, it's a bit better. But the other thing is, like some of these worlds, they've got like a camera. And I guess it's like, you can have a giant, you can just grab hold of this thing and point it yourself. And you get like a giant screen behind you, so if that run away, you can see, you get on like a big sports screen TV. And you can just do still. If you take a click it'll like, it does like, a giant. I've got like multiple things because I've got like cameras and cameras there. But that's just some of the things you can do in here. I think it's for like hanging out. But I just like the fireworks themselves. You like run it to the middle. And I think, there's one over there. It's like some of these trees, and when you get to the edge, it hasn't got like there's an invisible wall. You just like, can't get to the trees. But there's one over here that you can like run over there, and you can like sit under the bench. And I just like it reminds me a bit of a world called Vacuous Park, which is a world that's entirely made of just little spheres, GPU particles, and it's got like a Ferris wheel that goes round, and you can like run around amongst the lights, and then go on a Ferris wheel. And I think it takes like 10 minutes to go around, and like a real Ferris wheel takes maybe half an hour to go around. Yeah, it's like half an hour. But this one takes like 10 minutes to go around. And as you go around, an entire cityscape appears out of nowhere, made also out of little spheres of light. And as you get round the other side and down, it disappears again. But we're in this world. I'm just looking at this park bench under a tree. And you can see it's like, whoa! No! Well, that's interesting. Hello. Oh, thanks for the host. Kristen, how you doing? I know, I was talking to you just before the stream. About how you're like hyped for this game you're going to buy in November. You like pre-ordered it. What game is it? I didn't get a chance to ask you. So yeah, look at this. When it's like, when you get close up, it's all just different strings of light coming out of the ground, and they like zoom up into the sky. A bit like a animated 3D spirograph. Does anyone remember spirographs? I didn't actually have one as a kid, but they were like these things that you'd you put a pen in it, and it has like some gears, and it draws like spiral patterns. And it's very much like this. Farming. Oh, hang on a minute. Haven't you got like the previous one? I thought you already had like Farming Simulator, but this is next year's one, is it? What do they actually change between years? Do you get bigger farms? More land? Newer tractors? I don't know much about it. It's like, but I know a lot of people are like really into these simulator games. There was like someone I met who was like into the truck driving simulator, and it was all like American trucks, like great big shiny chrome trucks, and they'd had a few drinks, and we were in like a world in VRChat, and they were explaining at great depth and length everything they knew about trucks, and I just had to say, that's really interesting. I don't know anything about American trucks, but it sounds very exciting. They changed how you build your farm. Is it like allocation? You like, I don't know, parcel up the land and I guess plant stuff in it. Do you have to do livestock as well? Is it animals or just crops? Ooh, and many more things. I suppose it's something. So it's not just like, when you get like the football and the Formula 1, they do like FIFA 22, where it's exactly the same football game, but they just change they update the teams and this year's, the kits, the shirts and everything. No! You do actually have the truck simulator as well. I don't think it was you I was talking to, but it seems very popular. And it's a bit like, I kind of like likened it to, when I play like GTA, like everyone goes through a phase, at least once in their life, of playing GTA 5 in law-abiding mode. So you try and do the missions. It says like, go and like go and pick up this car from the depot, or like repo it or something, and you like have to drive across town, and you like try and drive across town like perfectly legally, like under the speed limit, and like stopping at all the stop lights and obeying all the traffic signals and everything, and then after a while it's just so impossibly dull, and it takes so long to drive across town that you just like go, I can't be doing with this, and like you put your foot down and off you go. I know someone like a friend Maya. She does like the GTA 5 RP, like all the role playing, and she like usually plays it as an old granny, and she like she does this thing like Maya says, what's her name? Her character's name is like Anita Bath. I need to bath. Get it? Well, and she like plays it as like a granny. It's like, oh, Sonny, help me put my teeth back in so I can rob this bank. I've never done like GTA RP. I don't know what you do. Like some people play like the policeman, arrest you and like give you citations and generally hell for like driving badly. And other people, of course, like play the gangsters, and all sorts. I'm not sure if they just like make up the missions, or whether they actually play missions from the game. But I digress. So anyway, I was gonna change cameras because it's really a marvellous view. It's good a view as it is. Like on this camera, you can only see the ground, and it's got these kind of I don't know, like little marshmallow stars. But if I change to the other camera, I can look up. So there we go. So now, there's the bench. There's the rest of the forest. You can see these stripy lines, and as you look up, it's like, ooh! It's a bit like the white stars. The Universal Cinema logo thing, where it has like all the stars go around. It's a bit like that. And there's things falling out from the sky. But I was gonna go over here. I was gonna like run in the middle and like do a dance here, because it's a fabulous backdrop. I don't know whether to use this or the tree. Well, the tree on its own isn't very much from a distance. Let's get back on here. Oh, you are! You can join an RP server. I guess a lot of them, I don't know if like arrange it within the game, or you have to go to like a Discord server or something. A friend of mine was like in quite a few different red, white, blue, yellow, the anime, doing RP for that. But he got a bit tired. Like, trouble is, like when you do some of these RPs, you have to like have these meetings to like decide on a script or a plot or something. And he found that it was always him having to like come up with the ideas for the stories and everything. So he got a bit fed up with it, and he's left a couple of them. I think he still does a few, but it was just the others weren't too conscientious about like turning up to meetings and like planning it, and they just like show up at the night and kind of like make stuff up as they went along, and it wasn't quite so much fun. I've never really tried it myself, but what I'm going to do is like turn around. Ooh, look at that. I haven't got like the stuff in the background. So, I'm going to put some music on and like boogie about a bit, because that's what I do. And then, I'll probably go to the next world, which is even more spectacularly light, fantastic than this one. But when we find my music. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's that. Mm-hmm. Turn it up.
I was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile. I was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Easy. We should turn it around a bit. Yeah. let's stop there. And I go choose another world. As nice as this one is, I'm going to move on. So, this was Phantom Forest, and let's see where we go next. Alright, this world's called Adrift. Now, it's made by a person called Merc. I think it's like Merc, or it's like M-E-R-C, because it's got like spaces in the name. And it's got a whole load of stuff in it, but prepare your eyes. And I'm not going to turn. There's a few options. It's got for like changing the lighting in it, and it goes from like psychedelic to like truly mind bending. Yeah, I kind of recommend you try it out. But if you are a bit, prone to motion sickness and light sensitivity, it can be a bit overwhelming. But if you're watching on the TV, it's probably okay. It's just in VR, it'd be a bit mad. So let's go have a look at Adrift. Oh, I need to. My menu's in the wrong place. Right, there we go. Okay. Woo! Oh my goodness. Now I need to figure out the sound. Where's the music? Is that one? Okay. Whew. So now, this world, I'll do this other camera because it's got like a really special menu. So that one. Yeah. So you spawn like out in the open with this kind of like strange. See, look at my hand. That's weird. And if you've got VR, and you can click next to your neck. I don't know. I'm looking at that camera because I'm not on that one. So anyway, if you like click with your hand next to your neck, this other menu appears with all the stuff for this world. So like, that's like the world music I turned off, and you can have like join notifications, black holes, which you'll see in a minute when you go through this portal, and Alex pull. Ooh, I wonder if that's like the Russells like gloves. You can like grab things and like shoom, pull them to you with a gravity glove. And you can like double jump to like go higher. And it's got like spaceships. Audio link. I haven't tried out audio link in VRChat yet. I'm guessing you stream some music into the world, and it will synchronise things in the world with you. But I haven't figured out how to do that. And I think you need an avatar that supports audio link, and I don't because I'm old. And then you've got like other things you can turn on, like spaceships. We'll come to that later. The grass, pickups, trees, and then you've got like shaders, and you can have like loads of stuff here. Like LSD mode cycle. What's that to do with all like the colours and the outlining? I put like real-time reflections on, and you've got like a fly control. So you can either with the spaceship, you can like fly around, but you can also just spawn the spaceship's joystick into your hand, and then you can use that to fly around as well. And then you've got movement, and I like to have. You can have like the gravity. It's already quite low. You can have it like super low, and like how far do you jump? Like jump force. I like to like crank that up to max. And the running speed. Was that running speed? Quite fast. And then you like make the menu disappear just by clicking near your neck again. Like that. So let's go. I mean, there's a warning. Strong flashing lights, high contrast colours, sensory overload. But the other thing is, I'll like read through this because it's quite interesting. It says like, for information, Adrift is a world for those seeking an escape from normality. And this is about as far as you can get from normality without actually taking mind-altering chemicals. A magical dreamscape full of abundant mysteries and toys to capture your mind. There are no limits to this world. Well, I think there are actually. There's an edge. You can go anywhere, especially crafted for those on a psychedelic journey. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say I was on a psychedelic journey, but I don't mind a little bit of like RGB. This world was created to create a sense of confusion and inspire awe in your surroundings. Music streamed live through the Adrift YouTube channel, so I'm not playing the world music because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. And they've got like their Patreon page and a Discord, and quite often when you find some of the music visualization, I don't know, I'm looking at this camera, some of the music visualization, well, it actually makes sense to look at this camera. You can see me, I can see you. So yeah, when you find some music visualization things dotted around the world, it will quite often say like the credit for which where it is. I think it's like Discord links to the composer or the creator, the producer. But I don't know what licensing they've got, so I'm not playing the world music, and it tends to be a bit spacey as well, because like when it fits with what's going on in the world, and it's not, you can't really dance to it because it's a bit. You're just meant to like sit there and like go ah. But we'll have a look around. There's lots to do here. But that introduction and warnings out of the way, and look, even behind the sign, it's like colour changing. You got like this portal thing. It's a bit like it's actually the same as a Stargate. I think it's from like Stargate SG-1. Looks very much like that, but a bit more RGB. And this like just tells you about how to use the menu. I've told you like you click by your neck and then it appears, and you click by your neck and it disappears. But let's go through the portal. Ooh. And you get in here, and everything's got that same edge, like including my hands. Look at that, it's like. But not everything is like, flashing. When you walk, can you hear that? It makes like walking sounds. And if you jump, and I'm going to jump very, very, very high. This is how I took the photo for the stream. Look, but am I ever going to come back down? There we go. And of course you can move, run around. Ooh, I've landed on top of something. Like a big archway. Oof. I'm falling down. But when you land, your feet make like landing on the ground sounds. And you've got this grass. I mean, they call it grass, but it looks like those little electric creatures from the Moomins. They were like little creatures with like hands, and they like grow up like grass in the night, and they're all electric. And they're called Hattifatnas. And they look a bit like that, because like as you approach, more of them like spring up. It's quite strange. I don't know if you recognise this. So this is the Spaceship, and there's a few of them dotted round the world to use. Do you recognise it yet? Do you recognise it? I've seen this, but if you're like a fan of like 80s sci-fi, you'll know what that is. Do you know what it is yet? Can you tell what it is yet? I forgot what they're actually called now. But it's from Battlestar Galactica. They're the little fighters from like Battlestar Galactica. And you can get in them. So if I like going, you can actually sit on the wing. So you can take like passengers with you, and they can sit on the outside. If I do that, yeah, ride on the wing. You can ride on the wing, or I can jump off, and go sit in the pilot seat. And then you get this joystick. I might go up a bit. And then I can see out. Oh, they can see me sitting in the pilot seat. I can't see my chat. So I might go up a bit so I can actually see out the window. You grab hold of this. And it's got like the trigger. The trigger makes it go forward. Thrust forward. But also, if I use the left joystick, the analog joystick on my, if you've got index controllers, and you push it up, it like thrusts you up and down directly. And I think you can go like from side to side. You can strafe as well. You get left and right. So it's like a pretty good flight system. And then you can just like go and fly around. I'll try to get be a bit gentle. Otherwise, it starts to go a bit mad, like with the view and everything. But you can like fly around then. And quite often, when you find like there's different messages on, I don't know, plaques, or like a bit like those stones out of 2001, A Space Odyssey. It says like the great big obelisk. So they leave messages lying around. Sometimes poetry, sometimes just messages like this. You are not alone. You are not alone. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Hang on, I was going to put my music on. Because I haven't got the world music on. So can I do this without getting out of this spaceship? I've got to turn the volume down. That will do. There we go. Let's put it on play. Is that working? Oh, there we go. Yes. Oh, that's appropriate. Like this song's called Stockholm Lights. So let's have a look at and a cool look around. And you've got like some things have got like these kind of magic mushrooms. They've got like space inside them. You can like fly through it, like go into space. That's but this fine. And like if you've got like friends, like down there I can see like more spaceships. Or like launches or fighters, whatever they're called. Oh, this game. So there's small fighters down there. So you can have like loads of you fly around. And what's that? Ooh. It's a game of sorts. Let's go here. And you can like land and like make it go down. Doo, doo. Like land properly. And then set the menu to get out. So if you activate the menu, you get out. But let's have a little look at this game. What have we got here? You've got like a very RGB dice. Ooh. What do you do here? Oh, it's a kind of, how well do you know your friends game? And then you like play, you roll the dice, and when you land on a question, you have to answer the question. So I don't know, let's do a couple of those. So we're ready to roll. Woo! Oh, it actually lights up the one you do. I've been in like some of these worlds where you have to like count yourself, like move a counter, but this one is like, how many relationships have you had in your life? Well, honestly, only really one. If you're counting my wife. So I'm going to grab that dice. Can I grab it? Or do you have to like go over there? To go over there and grab it. It's gone on to 3 again. So what have you got? If you could, what VRChat world would you want to create? Oh, I don't know. I never created a world. But I don't know. I really don't know. I think it'd have to be like, a really nice, tranquil forest, with actual animals in it that you could pet. So if you had like, like deer, and maybe in the lake if it had fish, just like animals that you could pet in a really nice forest, something like that. So that's like the kind of game. Yeah. It's got like a big lava lamp. Look at this. Lava lamp. And that big video screen with just visualizations. And like some places around here actually have like these little relaxation huts that you go in. And then you've got, some like graphics on the walls. And that I was telling you about. It'll tell you what track is playing at the moment in the world. And you've got like usually a little mirror. Is that going to work? Oh, yeah. So you can actually, sit in a room and just, talk to people without it being too overwhelming outside with all the effects. And somehow, I don't know why, but in all of these little rooms, there's this little fox trying to climb out the window. If I go around the outside, you can see this like, whoa! There he is. It's literally a little fox trying to climb out the window. Oh, it's got cinema. It's got like a gigantic YouTube player. So you could just like hang out here and like, play the game, watch a movie, sit in there, chat with people. I'm not sure if it's quite often come to worlds like this. Well, maybe not like this, quiet worlds. Just to like talk to people. So I'm training. Let me just sort out my camera. Oh, there we go. So I'm training as a mental health counsellor. And what I do is, in VR, I quite often come and talk to people in a quiet place where we won't be disturbed, and they can confide in me anything about themselves or any problems they're having at either at college or at work or with a family or friends. And I just sit and listen and then suggest topics for conversation. I don't offer advice or solutions or tell you what to do or judge you in any way. I just help you to work through your own thoughts and come up with your own solutions. And if you can do that in a nice tranquil world, maybe on a beach or a forest, or if you are into like RGB lighting, we can come here. But I think it's a bit hard on the eyes. But let's go back in the ship and like explore some more, because it's like a vast world. There's so much to see. We go back in the pilot seat. I need to change camera. Look at that. You can see me sitting in it. So I'm going to change my camera. So I can look out the window. There you go. And I'll go up a bit so I can actually see out. Right, let's go. Let's take off. Woo! Miles from home. Let's go up. So, you can get an overview. So there's quite a lot of pyramids and so on. And like wacky trees. But let's go out. You can actually go out of this dome. Once you go out, you're into space. And then you've got like this a big one over there. If you've ever seen Interstellar, that's what like a black hole looks like. With that stuff going around, and there's an even bigger one. But there's actually a link between this platform, which has got like a black hole of its own, with lots of little black holes going up to it. And if you like to fly through the black hole, it's a bit freaky too. I can't remember which one. If you fly towards one of the black holes, I think it's like the really big one. Where is it? Oh, there it is. You can see like a black line going from this platform over to something that looks like the Disney castle over there in front of a truly humongous black hole. Let's have a little fly around here. So get your bearings. I don't know about you, but I really enjoy flying in VR. And like this fighter's like really good. And you can see, like on here, there's like a big pyramid with all these little black holes going up to a big one. I'll go through it again. And if you follow the trail, we'll go around to another station. So let's go there, follow that line. It takes a little while to get there. It's quite far away. It really does look like, I think it looks like the Disney Florida castle. So you can see that the black holes are getting closer, and like the sky starts to change as you get nearer to it. I'm not going past like these all-seeing eye pyramids. And another big planet in the distance. Oh, we're getting closer. And it's not like, you know, we're going to cross the event horizon of this black hole. But we can come back. It's not like a real black hole where you go in and you never come back. You can see this. The black line goes to something on the top. Getting close to it. Woo! Ooh. Ooh, we're nearly there. What is this? Ooh. Let's slow down. What is it? Ooh, it's like a satellite dish. What have we got over here? We can like move around it with the thrusters. It looks like Voyager 1, doesn't it? Was it Voyager 2? Out in deep space, communicating with a black hole. I think we can go and land somewhere on it. There's like a platform. Let's go and land on it. If I can like land this thing without crashing. Woo! Ooh! Thank you very much for the follow. Maker, hello. Oh, hi there. Hello from Neosland. I will. One day I'll start streaming from Neos. But at the moment, I still do VRChat because my model's a bit broken in Neos. It's got really funny like run cycle. It looks really strange. Whereas like in VRChat, if I'm on a camera and I'm like running, it just looks more normal. Let me get out of this spaceship. Oh, there we are. I can see what I'm doing. Howdy. How are you? So I was going to look around. You've joined me as I'm looking at this Battlestar Galactica jet fighter in front of what I think is probably a giant. It looks too big actually. I thought it was like Voyager 2, but it's too big to be Voyager 2. But it has got a staircase. I think I get up there. Whoa! I'm not trying to climb up the stairs. Well, I jump with like the super low gravity. I feel like land on the stairs. My eyes! Help! I can barely see where I'm going. Everything's RGB. It's like RGB Max. I have to like double jump. I'm stuck. Oof, there you go. I think I like double jump up there. Oh. If I can run a bit. Oh look, there's the line. Oh, we made it onto the dish. Oh, yes. Don't drive and watch Twitch. Yes. But nice to see you. Get up there. It's making like dancing sounds. Like because I'm on a sleigh. I'm gonna go stand on the top of. Woo! Woo! Whoa! We're gonna go stand on top of the transmitter and like praise the black hole. Oh. time. Oh, what's that? There's a thing over there. There's supposed to be some avatars in this world. I don't know if I can, like, jump over there. Woo! That black hole line's gone all really weird. Look at that. If I can, like, run and jump. Woo! If I can, like, land on this thing. Come here. Okay, can I time it to, like, land next to... What are you? Oh! It's one of those dog creatures or something. I don't think you can select it. Oh! Oh! He's pointing at something. What's he pointing at? Something out in the distance. It's a bright star. Ah! I'm making lots of running noises. Woo! Let's go back. Where did I leave my spaceship? It's all the way down there. Woo! If I can get him down here. Ooh! Oh, there we go. Well, let's leave Voyager 1 or 2 or whatever it is and go and have a look over here. Let's get back in. Pilot. A little bit more chat. Oh, yeah. Let's have a go up and have a look at it. Right, okay. Up we go. Let's take a look at these pyramids. Woo! So yeah, there's our base station. Let's take a look at these. Ooh. 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 I can't see where the black hole is. Woo! It's got some kind of ring. Oh, look! There's the outline of the black hole. And that moon. Or a planet, or whatever it is. I think we're like leaving, we're going like between two black holes. Ooh.
But this time it's not about escaping. We don't feel like it.
Oh, look at all these RGB rings. Look, from a distance it looked like noise, but close up it's got patterns. Woo! It's like dawn now. It's not like we're in space. Is there another space station over there? There's something. Get a load of this. It's all like Saturn's rings, but RGB. Ooh.
We both have thoughts of leaving when thoughts get thrown around. But we keep
I'm gonna fly through a ring, or like orbit round it. When you get close up, it's just like, whoa, fills your field of vision. That was like, whoa. This is, woo. It's super, super psychedelic. You are now inside, like Ringo Starr's mind, or like John Lennon's mind. This is what like Sergeant Pepper is like. Woo! Woo! I think that's probably. I'll get ill if I do that too much. So we'll just fly around it a bit. Ooh, and there's the black car. But that's not the home one. I have to get my bearings. Where's our home world gone?
I need a second to take a breath and keep me guessing with what it said. You're in my head. We're under pressure.
Is that our home world?
Like stormy weather.
Is this? Let's head back to our home world.
When you're with me, if you're gonna break me,
Oh, actually, it's this one. It's the big globe.
I don't wanna wait here. You push me away. If you're gonna choose, you don't know what to do. I don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna lose.
It's like Bowman in like 2001, Space Odyssey. He looked up and he said,
My God, it's full of stars.
actually in Neos, there's like a world a bit like this, with like it's called Gravity, and there's a globe of the Earth, and you can walk around it because it's got gravity. But also, if you use like the rocket packs, tooltips for your fingers, you can fly off the Earth if you go fast enough, and then you can like fly to the moon and like some asteroids and different places around the solar system. And that's a huge amount of fun. And you go a lot faster than this. You just go ridiculously fast. You can see like the line from the other station. But we're almost back. Do, 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 do. Let's go inside. Ooh, we're nearly back. Let's get in through one of these windows, a gap. Where should I land? Maybe up there. Let's go and land up here. Can I set her down? Set her down here. Forward two. And and we're down. Okay. Right, get out. Woo, let me get out. I might finish up by like playing some music in here. I'll like do a little dance. Tripping lights. So let's put it on this camera, and I'll turn the sound up. What's next?
Music keeps me on alone. You got the feeling. The music keeps me singing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me on alone. You got the feeling. The music keeps me singing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing. Music keeps me dancing.
Right, okay. I was going to have a look in one of the little huts that I found round here. I don't know if I can find it again, but they're all slightly different. So they've all got like the same, kind of like a sofa and a video wall and a mirror and stuff. But they've also got funny little ornaments in them. And there was one that had like this fractal globe. And if you look at it, it like changes. And if you stick your head in it, oh my goodness. So I don't know if I can find that one. There's a few like it, but there's round this world. There's a bunch of these little relaxation huts, I guess I call them. Let's see if I can find one. Or was it this one? Ah, it is. By absolute chance, it is this one. Like this thing here. So you've got the usual. You've got like a sofa and a beanbag chair. Ooh, that's my laptop. But then you've got this thing, and if you go close to this, you can see it's like a sphere, fractal thing. And if you go and stick your head in it, stand by, we're going to do this. Let's find my camera. I'm already standing inside it. So if I can put this camera on, and then you can already see. I mean, actually, this is one of the few things in this world that's not RGB. It's just ordinary. But the closer you look at it, the more detail there is. And it, whoa, it starts changing. Look at that. It's just got to go, whoa! It went, whoa! It like completely morphed in front of my eyes. And it's doing fractal things. You can see the inside of it now. And if you get closer, you're like, ooh, it's going to be, tracking's going to get a bit jiggly. Ooh. If you like stick your head inside it. Whoa! Look at that! That's crazy. And it's, it started changing. So look, it changed. While I was looking at it, it changed. And it's, woo! It's like a, wow! Look at the detail on that. Unfortunately, I can't, if I get like really close to it, it like clips out. And then if it like starts to change, it's like, oh my goodness. And it's just a ball, because if you let it go, it'll like spin around the room. Look at that. Wow, I went outside. My run speed is too high. I set my run speed really high. Look at that. Woo! Well, there you go. So, what else? And I think that's possibly enough. Because it does take it out of you, this world. It's amazing, but it's, as I said, it's like sensory overload. It's quite overwhelming. So, we go choose another world. Something a bit more sane. There you go. So, let's go from Adrift to where should we go now? Oh. Well, we could keep the theme up. Now this one is it's not so hard on the eyes, but it's still quite hard on the brain. And you'll recognise it maybe when we get there. Woo! Now this looks like a completely white world. Like the exact opposite of the one we've just come from. It's like no colour at all, no shapes at all. But that's just the entrance. So in this world, the direction of gravity can be changed. Be careful about space sickness. Here we go again. And this world is actually called Escher, after the artist. So it's got like the impossible staircases. So if I go in there and like click on this, we'll go into Escher. And I'll have to put it on like the my wide camera, because otherwise it just looks completely white. Is that the right one? Yeah. So now you can see we've got like all these impossible staircases on an impossible house. And like there, look, there's a door, but it's sideways. And we can go up these stairs and go bonk, 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 bonk. And you get up to one, and you'll find there's like an arrow, a cone, and that tells you which way the gravity's going to be. If you click on that, like the world will turn around, or gravity will turn around, and you quickly lose track of which way is up, because there's no external point of reference, no horizon, there's no sky, only the building. But you don't have to press that. You can just like go up these stairs, and some more stairs, and it's just like you're in a regular building. Oh, what's this round thing? Oh, it's a cone. Ooh. But let's go up these. Oh, there's 2 sets of stairs. Let's go up these ones. Ooh, and now we're getting a bit of shade. So you can see, we're kind of above something. Well, above is a relative term. There's a railing. There's our gravity thing. And we're in a room. Oh, it's got a white one. What's the white one do? I mean, it looks innocent enough. There's a window. Can you look out? Let's click this and see what happens. Oh, nothing happened. Maybe that's the right way up. Let's click this one. Ah! I fell down. So, yeah, I was standing on that floor, and it went in that room, and now I can't get up there because this is the new floor. But I can run around what looks like an arch that was a window. How do I get to the next set of stairs? Well, there's some stairs there, but I'm going to have to jump. Whoa! Okay. It's got quite low gravity, as well as funny gravity. Oh, we're on a terrace. Look at this. Oh, there's our window. Whoa. This was the window. With a balcony. So if I go in there, can I click the white one to make it go around again? Woo! There's the white one. Does that turn me round? Woo! Ooh. Yeah, so that turns us back. But what if I go up these other stairs? Now, I can't actually go anywhere from here. Listen, it's 3 steps down. But if I change gravity here, wow! Oof! Ooh, I'm standing on a balcony. Whoa! Where can I go from here? It's upside down. Or am I upside down? It's very confusing. Woo! Can I jump across the... I can jump really high, can't I? Can I get over there? If I jump, take a running jump. Woo! Ooh, close enough. Oh, another set of stairs. I don't know where the roof is. Is there such a thing as a roof? Click that. Wow! I know which way I'm up. Ooh! Can I get up here? Oh. Oh, well, now this looks kind of okay. Let me get up here. Let me go for the side. Oh, can I go up here? Whoa. Hmm? Woo! Oof. Let's turn it around. Whoa! It fell down. Ah! Oh, look! A mirror! I fell down to somewhere where there's a mirror. I've no idea where I am. And, for some reason, my legs have stopped tracking. Oof. Why was... let me recalibrate. So I don't know what happened there. I think when they changed the gravity, my legs stopped working. That happens. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. Let's change. Should I do it? No. Oof. Oh, when you click, I'm sitting down now. I don't know why I'm sitting down. Jump. Suddenly I'm sitting down. But still in front of a mirror. Can I jump up? Recalibrate again. Ooh. Wow. Anyway, you get the idea. It's well worth visiting, but it's very disorientating. So, let's choose another world. And I think, yeah, this time, I will actually choose something, quote, normal. So it was lots of fun, but let's go somewhere a bit more normal. What should we have? Oh, let's go here. Yep, okay. Music. Right. So, this is actually, what's this called again? It's a world called Star Gatherers, and it's kind of like a fishing world, but instead of catching fish, you catch stars. So you've got like a scoreboard thing, where you can, basically catch stars if you wait for a while with your fishing rod and stick them in a bucket, and you gradually get a collection of them across the sky. But it's quite a nice, relaxing world that doesn't have any crazy flashing lights or weird gravity. So it's just perfect. But I'm going to go grab one of these fishing rods to give it a go. Actually, I might do the one, you can do it on the bridge. So there's like two islands, and there's a bridge, and you might recognise the moon over there. I used it for a music video I made a couple of weeks back. So rather than, just doing the dances in the stream with all the overlay stuff and the chat and everything, I made like just a straightforward video for dancing on the moon. So I used that moon. And you can spend some time here relaxing. You can hear the sea and go and catch some stars. Let's see if we can catch any, shall we? Let's grab all of that. See that? You get this thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. Yeah, it's got like what the bait is for stars? What do you use to catch stars? But anyway, you're gonna just stick it in the water and wait. Oh! I missed it. You're supposed to there's like a gauge, and it goes up, and if you pull it out at the right time, you catch a star. But I missed it then. It went up really quick. Look, there I got one. I'm not sure what it is. They're like star signs. And then you go and take it and you put it in the bucket. But you can see overhead. I don't know if you can see it overhead. This symbol, the arrow with the 2 stars, it's appeared in the sky. So let's go put this in the bucket. Yeah. You can catch another one. But up in the sky, if I put it on, see up in the sky, we got that arrow with the 2 stars. And I quite like the word because the clouds change. See them moving? It's quite a good backdrop. So it's fine if we catch another one. And wait here. Whoa. Will it go up? That's an easy one. I've got the same one again. So I've got 2 of those now. But eventually, you'll catch different ones. So give it one more go. And they rotate round as well. Got it! Oh, look! I've got I think that's Aquarius. They are. They're zodiac signs, I think. And that was the wavy stars. Where are you? There it is. So I think there's if they are zodiac signs, that means there's 12 to collect. Let's catch one more. What's that, Virgo? Or something? Look! Let's try different spots. So, you can do quite a lot of these. I'm a bit short. Well, there's no actual rods up here. There's just the moon. You can see the stars going overhead. And the sound of the sea. So now this is a kind of a perfect world that I would use. To come and talk to someone. You can just sit on the bench, catch some fish or stars, and just talk about whatever's on their mind. So I might use this. And it's quite good. Let's put the music on. What do I do here? Let's have a look at that. Where are we? Oh, let's have this one.
I got trapped in your eyes the moment you looked at me. From across the room, those eyes kept following me. Something popped in my brain. Oh, baby, only you I see. Feels like I'm going insane, and only you can save me. Feels like I'm drowning in ocean's blue. Baby, come on, baby, baby, come on, let's go. I'm losing control of the lights in this place. Keep jumping around, all I see is your face. But you're moving closer, no time to escape. Your hand on my shoulder shoots me into space, and I can't deny how badly I need you now. 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 You take away my breath now, boy. Don't you dare steal my heart now, boy. I know you're something that I'll enjoy. Move a little bit closer now, to some place where there ain't no crowds. I wanna get to know you right here and now. I got trapped in your touch the moment you took my hand. Led me all the way to the ocean sand. You told me don't worry as the moonlight led. I pulled you in close, so whispered I'm not scared. I'm losing control, the lights in this place keep jumping around, all I see is your face. But you're moving closer, no time to escape. Your hand on my shoulder shoots me into space, and I can't deny how badly I need you now. 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 I need you now.
Thought about this too much. What's there left to say? Throw your stones the river. Like me, it drifts away. I would watch you stare. I would watch you stare. Oh, but there's no one there. We can figure this out. Put
a time when we never let go, never let go. Ooh, we never let go.
We can figure this out. Put your feet down. We are the lucky ones. Swallow your choice instead. Terrified of what's left. Remain unsaid until you break my mind. Until you break my thought.
Till you break my thought.
These sticks and stones will break.
They will break, they will break, they will break. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. No, no.
Oh. Right. So, that's this world. I don't know if I like catch any more. But it's a very good place to come. Very relaxing. But let's go check out something a bit more a bit more exciting. Let's have a look. Oh, hold on. Oh, where's it gone? Oh. So these were Star Gatherers, and we're going to visit a world called Pacifica City Centre, which is kind of a, I guess, kind of a cyberpunk type world. Let's have a look at that. Do 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 do. Oh, we're in a subway. This is like a yeah, it's kind of like a cyberpunk world. I'm not quite sure whether it's China or Japan, but you start out in a subway, just by the stairs. So we go have a little run around, and I'll put some music on in the background. Like that. So let's go explore. This is quite good. It's like street graffiti, but it's quite artistic. It's a portrait of someone. Oh, my eyes are glowing. And it's just quite realistic, like the road and everything. It's just a shame that I don't light up very well. Ooh. Poda Putros. What's that? I like these signs. There's all these posters and everything. Let me show you this. Where is it? It's better than looking at me. You can actually see. Look at this. It's like a secret wrestling den. What's this? And then you've got this poster. Praise Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck saved my baby. I love that. That's really good. Oh, thank you very much for the cheer, Equal Force. Wow, thanks so much. So I was just admiring Tom Selleck's moustache, like it having, like Tom Selleck having a Jesus moment. Tom Selleck saved my baby. But look at the detail, like the grime on this. It's all pretty amazing. Ooh. I don't know if you can go in any of these buildings. They all look locked up. You can stick your head inside there, probably. Ah! It's space inside. Sometimes when you stick your head inside a model, it's got like an inside, but these ones don't. Public auction. Huge sale. I guess the posters can start to repeat. And you've got this. Now this, it reminds me of like Blondie, like Debbie Harry from like the 1990s or 1980s. It's quite well done. It's like it's the cult of Tom Selleck. He's like everywhere. You look garbage. So a lot of the kind of like cyberpunk worlds I've visited have looked more like models. But this is one that really looks like, an actual city. With the lighting and the textures. You get a real sense of it like being, real stone and concrete and so on. Ooh, I wonder if we can get up there. There's anything in this box. Empty boxes. It hasn't got very low gravity, but can I get over here? Wow! Okay, on the air conditioning. Wow. I like some worlds like this turn out to be, they have like scavenger hunts where you have to go find things. There was a Japanese one I went to where you go like it's an entertainment district and you go into all the different bars and restaurants and you had to like collect things and then put them in a vending machine and eventually it would like reveal some secret. But this is just very well made. Oh, what kind of club is this? It's a cocktail bar. And it's all like, it's like synthwave. Like neon colours. My friend Fleur, he's really into his synthwave. Like even his house is like all like coloured neon. Ooh, we can see under here. wonder what nutso is. Can we not see what's under here? Can I go under? I cheat and go in. There's a bunch of boxes and a beer crate. It'd be really nice if you could like go in some of these buildings. I like now some of it. I like it's a bit of a mixture. That one, like, it's in English, and then you've got bits which are possibly Japanese or Chinese, and then like there's a Korean one. Oh, I might do a dance here. I like this song. But oh no, I can't be seen. There's no light. It's no good. I can't see myself. Even if I go under a street light. Ooh, what kind of club is this? Shh! It's a secret. Look, the shark. Oh, it's another painting. Ah. What's this? Is it a bank? It's got a dollar sign. Is it just another casino? Money exchange. Ooh, it's a dark alley. Now, see, I don't know whether there's actually secret places you can get in this world. Because there's like a thing that looks like a door. But when you get close up to it, when it's not a control panel, I can't click it. Gotta get up the top here. Why is it so high? Look, it says, look, I'm near the ceiling. And it says, push for service. Well, how do I how does anyone press a button all the way up here? Wow. I don't think you can get in. It looks like a secret place. Oh, and there's this going underground. Well, it would do, but it's just blocked off. I don't know if they're going to update this world with some more underground places, because they've only got the subway entrance that you arrive in. Do do do. Ooh, it's a very dark alley. Ooh, I can see stars. What's this over here? There's a door. Or just a gap. Can you click on it? Ooh, it's a pipe. It's a glowing pipe somehow. Let's go here. That's open down there. What do they do with my camera? How's hide? Ah, there's another dark alleyway with the lights that doesn't do anything. There should be like an entrance key. Look into the light. Touch me, come on. Oh. Anything behind here? Ooh. Oh, there you go. That's the extent of the world. I think I've been like all around it now. This is the shame. You can't go in any of the buildings. But the outsides are so well done. There's more beer crates. Go have a look under here. Oh, pallets.
Denim jeans, broken dreams in my pocket. Golden thing round my neck like a locket. Carve your name in my mind, 'cause you carved it. You carved it. You golden.
Let's get back down here. And then choose another world. This is the brightest place. So we go at... Let's see, if we go to one more world and we'll finish there. Let's see what we can find. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh. Oh, I know. I'm gonna go to one of my current favourites, just to like relax in. It's the Yayoi Forest Shrine. Ooh. Whoops. Player lighting. I'm a bit bright. I can't turn myself down. This world's got like control over how bright you are. They can make it a bit less luminous. I think that would do. I just like it because of the atmospheric lighting or the mist. Almost fog. You can see this. So you've got this wonderful forest. And you just go up this very long staircase up to... Oh, it's a shrine. It's a fox god shrine. You've got these two foxes. I feel like they're gods of harvest. And then just a really nice cherry tree. And you can sit under it, take in the surroundings, and relax. I quite often come up here just to sit and be alone with my own thoughts. But it's also an ideal world to come with someone else and talk and listen to whatever they want to say, whatever's on their mind. You've got the same control panel up here, so you can adjust the player lighting and music background and so on. Whoop, turn it off. And of course, you've got a big mirror. It's quite nice to sit in front of this and just soak up the atmosphere. But I'll turn it off for now because it does drop quite a lot of frames when I'm streaming. Yeah. So do it in front of this tree. Let's turn the sound up. What should a different one though? Oh, let's have this. I'll turn the sound up too. Pause that.
Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of bluffing the bushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, be true to what we want. Forget how it felt from the outset. Hope mystery set. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Kinda missing how we kicked it off. Always in overdrive, now the feeling's lost. Blind to notice, we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah, we killed the rush. Been months of acting a fiction and staging a Valentine's. Wake up, Shade. I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, hard, baby. Yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, glass empty. How about I get another drink, baby, drink, baby? Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. So when you got this whole thing, I like the way you look at me. How about we just go with the flow? Now you know I feel it too. But I don't think this could be something that becomes a thing. Maybe just for tonight, then I'll be over you. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, hard, baby. Yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, glass empty. How about I get another drink, baby, drink, baby? Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. Oh yeah.
I need a little drink. Getting quite hot and tired. How is everyone doing? My voice is going. Right. What I might do is do one more, and then we'll see who we can raid. So let's have another track, just to wind up. And let's have this one.
Sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. Now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you and I. Only you can put my fire out. You can turn it all around. You can lift me off the ground, so we can fly again. So we can fly again.
again. Fly again.
I've been trying hard not to go out of my mind. And all I need right now is for you to stay the night. But if you keep saying that you've got to leave, then I'm gonna be alright. As long as you tell me that we ain't running out of time. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you and I. Only you can put my fire out. You can turn it all around. And you can lift me off the ground. So we can fly again. So we can fly again.
Okay then. Well, thank you all so much for coming to watch. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I had a lot of fun exploring worlds, going to psychedelic places, seeing fireworks, and just chilling out in cosy places like this. And, well, thank you very much for everything. And the follows, the bits, absolutely everything. I'm thrilled. And let's see who we can raid. I'll send you somewhere. Let's raid. Oh, let's send you to my friend Northern. He's playing VRChat. Well, I will be on again Thursday night to play Pavlov with friends, and then back again here for VRChat next Sunday night for some more dancing and exploration. Thank you, and see you later.